Good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. This is day number 351, and my name is Jordan Oveas. I'm the founder of dayNumber. I've been documenting my journey for the last 351 days here on YouTube, and but yeah, typically I just talk about what happened the day before, and what's actually happening today. And yeah, I've been building a platform for early stage founders to basically fulfill their mission with what they're building. And yeah, yesterday it was mostly a family day. Was doing mostly house stuff. Sent out a couple messages. Um, yeah, didn't really get much done actually. And um, yeah, today I got to get back on it in terms of, sending out 50 messages. And every morning lately, I've been actually reading. Yeah, just for the last 3 months, I've been reading somebody's biography. And as I've said in the last stream and many streams before in the last few days or a week or a couple weeks or so, I'm reading Steve Jobs' autobiography or biography by Walter Isaacson. And, I'm at the part where they discover he has cancer. This was like in 2003. And, one of the things that Walter Isaacson commented on is that a lot of people, after they discover they're gonna die, they kind of like be more mellowed out, or they're more calm or whatever. But for him, Steve Jobs, he realized that, okay, he's gonna die someday. He doesn't know how long he has to live, but so he might as well, therefore he has nothing to lose, you know therefore he's willing to make bigger bets and, bolder moves, because he knew that he didn't have very much longer to live. Even though, funny enough, back when he was turning 30, he knew that he kind of had an idea that he wasn't going to live long. So, and then this came, and he's like, no, you really, we all have to face death someday. So we might as well, go after what it is that, we truly desire in our hearts, right? We must follow our heart's journey, because we don't know. On next week, I have to go to one of my dad's cousin's daughters, 2 years younger than me, 34 years old, died. I don't know what happened. I didn't ask. The family didn't disclose. So what exactly happened? She was missing for a little, and then eventually, yeah, they found out that she passed away. So really sad. But yeah, you just don't know. You just don't know what's gonna happen, or when you're gonna leave this earth. So you might as well go after what it is that you're passionate about. Take those larger risks. Anything that you're holding on to, whether it's regrets or things that you think are important right now, but really aren't going to be important in the future. So that's why Steve Jobs, he was very passionate, even when he was very rude to a lot of his staff. It was because he was so passionate about making something great, insanely great, right? We got here Devi, Louisiana. What's up? Are you from Louisiana or Louisiana? Welcome. Good morning. Yeah, so that's really what I wanted to share with you guys today, is that you guys really have nothing to lose. And this is a reminder for myself. This is like a note to self here, guys, that we don't know. We think we have tomorrow. We think we have another day. We think we have years. We think no matter how old you are, whether you're, any age, doesn't matter. We think we have all these years left, and then we start realizing, if we're in our 50s, 40s, that, oh man, okay, I have another 30 years or another. We don't know that. We have no idea. So you might as well go after, with all your heart, what it is that you feel like you're called to do. I believe everybody here has a purpose, for life. Find what that is. See what fascinates you. All right, and go after it. Right. So where you guys tuning in from today? Where's everyone tuning in from on this beautiful day here with Maxi Boy? Whew, it's nice and sunny out. Today's gonna be hot one today, and all this week actually. It's gonna be like, if you calculate in degrees Celsius, it's like 40 something. So I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit, but yeah, it's pretty hot. I shouldn't even be walking my dog if it's like later on. Like later on during the day, I'd never walk my dog. That kind of heat. Trey Young Glazer says, do you know where that stupid kid Jimmy is? Jimmy. What the heck? Your dog is beautiful. Thank you, thank you. Where you guys all tuning in from today? Thank you so much for the comment there, Trey Young Glazer. Yeah, you gotta just, the most important thing you could do here, is go, like, be present to where you're at. Life only exists here and now. Okay, it's like 5:23 a.m. for me. Okay, so are you in like Vancouver or something, or California, somewhere on the West Coast, North America, or you could be in South America too, right? Somewhere on the eastern continent here. But yeah, just Cali. Okay, nice. We're in California. I've been reading a lot about Steve Jobs' biography, and it's all based in California mostly. Cupertino or San Jose, California. Yeah, it's crazy. I didn't know the backstory behind Pixar too. How. Where are you from? I'm in Hamilton, Ontario. T.S. Brown, where are you from? I'm in Hamilton, Ontario. You can see here I'm with my dog Max. Maxie boy. But yeah. Where's everybody else? Shout out to, let's see, where else everybody's coming. Let's give some shout outs tonight, right now. Give some shout outs to everyone here. If you want to shout out, let us know where you're from. We'll shout you out. You can shout out your channel too, if you have a channel. Your dog looks good. Thanks, man. It's a golden retriever. His name is Max. Yeah. Max. Yeah. You can tell he's panting. He's hot. He's looking for a spot to go, though. Yeah, where is everyone tuning in from? I'll give you guys a shout out. And so we got California here, we got Canada, specifically Hamilton, Ontario in Canada, near Toronto. Come on, let's go back, Max. Let's go back. We're gonna go around this way. Where are you going? Just going for a walk. Just going for a walk around the neighborhood. Just going for a walk. Come on, Max, let's go. Come on. Yeah, so the main thing, if you guys are just tuning in for the first time, actually I want to know, Trey Young Glazer says, did you ever watch NBA? If so, how'd you feel about the Raptors winning the finals? Oh yeah, that was amazing. I remember when the Milwaukee Bucks, this was like the Eastern Conference Finals, and they were down like 3-0. I think they were down, the series was down, they were down 3-0, and then somehow Raptors came back and won 4 in a row. So that was crazy. That was really crazy. And then when they faced the Warriors, it was kind of like, oh man, like they won in game 6, but they only had Kevin Durant in one game. So it was like, it was good. It was crazy. It was crazy. Trae Young 2-0, and then Kawhi switched and MVP locked him up. Yeah, it was crazy. Oh yeah, you're right. Was it 2-0? And then Kawhi switched on the MVP. Yeah. No, Kawhi was. The only reason I knew that they would come back from Milwaukee being down is because of Kawhi. I saw the way he played and I saw the intensity, and I was like, okay, this guy's not gonna let the Raptors lose. There's no way. So. And then I missed the bounce shot when they were facing, the Sixers. I missed that when they got that buzzer beater bounce shot. T.S. Brown says, what do you think about the FIFA? You know what? FIFA, I haven't been really so paying attention to like watching every game. I've just been kind of hearing like who's advancing and what happened, some of the bigger things. The last game I seen, or not really seen, but I was kind of like, wish I had betted on actually, was Argentina game versus Egypt. That was crazy. Coming back from 2-0 in the 80th minute. That was crazy. Trey Young Glazer says, Trey Young Glazer says, to be fair, Kawhi was intentionally injured in 2017 by Warriors, so it was his revenge. Oh, wow, I didn't even know that. That's crazy. It'll be crazy. It's crazy what's going on with Kawhi now. Raptors was trying to sign him. actually, which would have been crazy to come back 7 years later. Is this the dagger? Best NBA? That's crazy. T.S. Brown, someone cursed Portugal to lose. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe Speed. No, Speed is a Portugal fan, right? Isn't he a Ronaldo fan? But what's this called? I kind of want to do what Speed is doing, and also what Ari at Home is doing, where they're going live and they're touring. Because I'm also a magician, if you guys didn't know. That's why my name is Magic Jordan 33, and I want to go do magic to like tech conferences, startup conferences, meet founders who are up and coming, like the next major company that's coming up. It's crazy, man. In the last few years, like even Cursor, they started in 2022, 4 years ago, and just got acquired by, what do you call it? SpaceX for $60 billion in 4 years. So I want to meet these kind of founders who are going to have these crazy exits and stuff like that, and do magic and do what Speed is doing, do what Ari at Home is doing. Trae Young, I think he'll probably will, but I don't know if he get past his case. I don't know. That's crazy though. If he was doing, I don't know what happened. I have no idea what happened with Kawhi in terms of his case, but I just heard that there was some legal stuff going on and that he might even face like prison time. In that case, boom, no Kawhi. Back when Kawhi was on the Spurs, they were up 20 on 2017 Golden, but Zaza, the Warriors center, I think stepped on his ankle intentionally to injure him, and then the Warriors won 4-0. Oh, wow. That's crazy. That's crazy, man. It's like, insider betting could definitely have an influence on sports, and obviously it allows things to kind of sway things in a different way. A lot of people say it could be fixed. I mean, look at the Argentina-Egypt win. I mean, that's crazy. I seen how that when the second goal that tied the game got in, it was like, what? How did that? That was such an easy goal, It was like, it was a header, but it seemed like it was, because imagine if you bet on the 80th minute that Argentina would have won, you would have got paid like 100 to 1 at least. 100 to 1 on your bet. So if you bet $10, you would have made $1,000 at that point for Argentina to win. Yeah, definitely. So a lot of sports could be somewhat fixed, in a way, where there's a lot of money involved, billions of dollars involved. Billions and billions. When there's billions and billions of dollars involved, and things could be somewhat influenced somehow, and players could benefit, and they have needs and wants, or they're being threatened by certain organizations, definitely it could happen. But a billionaire or ref betted on the game after. That's crazy. But yeah, guys, this is why it's like, you never know what kind of crazy stuff's gonna happen in life. It's you just don't know. It's just like a movie. When you're watching a movie, you don't know. But the best thing you could do when you're watching a movie is to actually watch the movie, experience it. Don't watch like 10 different things or be on your phone at the same time. You won't be fully engaged and involved. And just like life, you don't know what's gonna happen. But if you want to get the most out of it, be engaged, get involved, instead of being like regretful or sorrowful or sad about certain things that didn't happen. It's like, no, we all know we're gonna die someday. Might as well go after. We have nothing to lose. Go after with what it is that you want with all your heart and all your soul, because you don't know when an opportunity that you could have had slipped away, right? But there's always a new opportunity. Don't regret it, especially now with AI and everything, and technology that's being made. And they said this like 50 years ago in the 70s when the PC revolution was happening, right? Like the way that over the last couple of weeks, I've been watching a lot of like Steve Jobs kind of like lectures and like different talks and stuff like that. that he would do, and he would and this was like in the 80s and 90s, and how the way that he was talking about what PCs could do back then was kind of like similar to what we're talking about what AI could do now, right? In terms of the functionality, it's just now it's a lot more advanced in terms of what it could actually do, So Trey Young Glazer says that's why I'm practicing football as much as I can, trying to chase my dreams. Yeah, it's really creepy right now. Yeah, man. Just go after it, man. Go after what you're doing with footballer. You never know. You don't know what's gonna come after it. But lean into what fascinates you. Lean into what you're passionate about. When you follow your highest excitement, it'll always lead you to, something exciting. Think about it. It might not always be what you expect, but you're gonna have one exciting ride. I mean, look at the turn of events with anybody, like even who I'm studying right now, which is Steve Jobs. Like, he didn't know he was gonna get ousted out of his company that he built after 10 years. He didn't know that he was gonna try to start a second company, and that eventually brought him back to Apple 11 years later. He didn't know he was gonna be involved in, the innovation in terms of animation with Pixar, and that would actually make him a billionaire instead of Apple. Adam Altrudo, hi. Adam Altrudo says, help you have luck with chasing dreams. Hi, thank you. Welcome. And you as well, man, you as well. You just have to decide and know that, okay, we're not gonna be on this planet for as long as we might think. Might as well take advantage now and go after what it is that you're doing. I mean, look at Kobe Bryant. He died at such a young age. We never thought that, oh, Mamba, what? And like Jordan and all these other great NBA players are still living, So, but he left his legacy while he like the years that he lived, 40 years or whatever, how many amount, he lived them fully. He was able to see his kids get into basketball or whatever, but it's sad that he went away so soon, but, I'm sure he soaked up all the life that he could out of those 40 years. Just call me Ronnie. Okay, Ronnie. Do you know you can open hacks on Minecraft? No. Yeah, no, I didn't know that. Do it up. That's pretty cool. Yeah, whatever you're interested in, Minecraft, whatever. Obviously, as long as it's not harmful to yourself or others, I think that's one of the biggest things. Yeah, make sure it's something that actually benefits yourself and others. I play on Playbook on Bedrock, not Java. Okay, cool. I gotta go in bed. I'm tired, so I'll probably see you next live. Yeah, I'll be on next tomorrow. I go on live every day. Subscribe, like, hit the notification bell. You'll see me live tomorrow and around the same time. Hopefully, we'll see. Shout out to everybody here. Adam Altrudo, or Ronnie, Trey Young Glazer, T.S. Brown. Who else? I got to shout out everyone here. I think that's it. Oh yeah, in Devil, Louisiana. Shout out to everybody here. Have a great rest of your day. Day number 351. I'm out. Thanks, guys, everyone.